Whenever we talk about success, one thing many people forget is that behind every great person, there's a story full of failures and struggles. And no one shows this better than The Rock. A man who most of us have only seen on the big screen or in wrestling matches, but his real life is packed with lessons and moments that anyone can draw inspiration from. Life was never easy for him. From childhood, challenges and pressures were always around him. An ordinary family, limitations, financial struggles, and moments where he had to prove himself. But what kept him moving forward was his unstoppable determination. Even as a kid, when people said he couldn't do it, he showed that nothing could stop someone who's truly determined. His first steps in professional wrestling were intense. People thought he was just another athlete, but with focus, technique, and power no one expected, he proved he was a rising star. Failures? Plenty of them. Tough losses, exhausting training, days when it felt like everything was over. But every time he fell, he got back up stronger and pushed forward. What makes his story truly exciting is how he handled problems. When you see someone who can learn from every failure and turn it into an opportunity, you start to understand what real power means. He never allowed circumstances to diminish his drive. On the contrary, every obstacle and setback fueled him to prove himself and reach his goals. After early success, his path led to Hollywood. Many thought a wrestler entering acting had no chance, but he not only succeeded, he became one of the biggest stars in cinema. Action movies, comedies, even emotional roles. He proved that limitations only exist in the mind. All those struggles and failures helped him perform every role with more energy and motivation, becoming a true source of inspiration. One of the most captivating aspects is his character and mindset. People who succeed do so not just because of talent, but because of how they view the world and handle challenges. With honesty, charisma, humor, and charm, The Rock showed that anyone can rise after a fall and turn a tough life path into an opportunity to shine. His personal life is also full of valuable lessons. Anyone who thinks success comes only from work and training should look behind the scenes of The Rock's life. Days when challenges and pressures were overwhelming, he persevered with patience and focus. Even during emotional setbacks or family challenges, he kept moving forward, showing that real success means facing all aspects of life, not just one part. One of the key lessons from his life is to never fear failure. Every setback can be an opportunity. Every obstacle can be fuel for growth. And every difficult moment can make you stronger. That's why millions of people around the world draw inspiration from him. As he has said himself, nothing replaces hard work and dedication. Looking behind the scenes of his movies and workouts, you realize that success doesn't happen overnight. Every training session, every grueling hour, every injury he endured was part of the journey. And that journey is why today everyone respects him and draws inspiration from him. Even looking at social media, people are inspired by his stories, workouts, and motivational words. A man who overcame poverty, pressure, failures, and limitations, and became one of the most famous and beloved figures in the world, is a story that needs to be heard. Perhaps the best part of his story is that he has never distanced himself from people. With honesty, warmth, and humor, he has inspired new generations. Real success isn't just about power or money, it's about impacting others. So next time you experience failure or a tough day, think about The Rock. A man who fell, got up, tried again, and became someone who inspires millions. And that's the lesson for all of us. Never be afraid to fall, and always find a way to turn failures into strength.